right. Oh shit. Do I have to? I wonder if Discord's actually pulling my camera. I turned it off though. Oh, maybe I may have to switch it to video call. Actually, I didn't think about that. I'm gonna have to reset it. I'm gonna have to just. Yeah, that worked. I had to go in and just kind of set it. There we go. I think, and no, I had to go in and just go to my settings, open up my settings, and then it recognized it and it popped up. But we're live. I don't think anyone's in here yet, but we could talk about. We could literally talk about Ashes of Creation, technically, or whatever. It doesn't really matter what we talk about. I have a feeling though this game is going to push. It's gonna like get up there with like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. I feel like. It seems like it's going that way.
I want to see something.
Yeah, you know what? Here I'll throw it up on the stream. I was watching something actually. If you want to watch it, we'll watch it. What's going on, Fumbles? Welcome in. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días, buenas noches. Que escuela I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying random words now. But how you doing, man? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's like really the only one I know. I say I need to learn. I want to learn Spanish, but I keep forgetting. So yeah, let's switch this way. What's going on, Positive Impact? What's going on? Hello, Great Chief. Please. Not amongst friends and family. But we're going to. This is the podcast, but we're actually going to be talking a little bit about a game. I'm going to actually switch the tag. I'm not going to switch the tag, but I'm going to switch the title. I know that's fine. Chatting. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Bam. Oh, hail the chief! Please. We don't want people coming here thinking I have some sort of superiority complex. Are you still trying to get that referral code to do something? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah. No, I got it.
Oh wow. I was really tempted because I was thinking about. I was like, I mean, I could just get you a bundle, but I was like, that's.
Oh wait, I didn't get the bundle.
Well, I know, yeah. I was thinking about doing it, but I was like, I probably should just like not.
I'll wait till it launches.
Yeah, honestly I think it's gonna launch like within. A lot of people are thinking like some people are saying like, oh, it's not gonna launch for another 5 years or something, which I highly doubt. Like 99.9% highly doubt, because if you see where the game's at right now and what they're doing and how much they've been working on it on the weekends when people are playing it, it's pretty quick. And then on the weeks, like during the week when no one's playing it and they're working on it, I have a feeling that when people jump into it this next weekend, it's gonna feel and look a bit different than what it was on the 25th, I think. But
Be a master tamer class. You can actually tame monsters.
so I was watching this.
Sort of sick.
So it's loud for me, but I don't know if it's loud for you guys. This is Pirate Software. He was streaming some of the gameplay. I think it was on like I don't know. I think it was the 25th. I don't remember.
Can we play or is it limited group? We have 8 people.
Can you hear it? How does it sound like on stream?
It's pretty quiet.
It's pretty quiet.
Not you. Like, it's just like,
Missed my damn.
Okay.
The OC website is dead. I think your guys' signups killed it. Like, unironically, I think you did.
Okay. I won't be able to
Done it
hear you as
before,
much
so-
just because that it's loud.
Yeah.
And I have you up all the way on Discord, so. And I know you're trying to be kind of quiet,
Switch
so.
my build
But
over.
this is basically.
After this, we should
They're
withdraw back
in
down
a-
to make sure we don't lose it.
Open world dungeon right now,
We really need to.
and it's just like. It's a massive
We
world
jumped
too.
down
They've
there,
they've
what's the
he's
way
shown the
up?
map a couple times. He might show it again.
oh,
But you have so you can play as a cleric, bard, mage, tank, and fighter, and then they're adding in a summoner and rogue in phase 2 of the Alpha 2 testing phase. But I was watching this earlier and just trying to I don't know,
Oh, here we
copium. Just coping with the fact that I can't play it yet until November 8th. But hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's having a good one in stream.
Where'd you guys go? They're over there.
makes me think of
It makes you think of what?
Gazelle.
Lord of the Rings somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, definitely. It's smoother. It looks like gameplay's a lot more flashier and also just I don't know, better. It definitely has the elements of like World of Warcraft, and because Lord of the Rings also has a lot of elements from WoW, but they're definitely adding a lot of their own stuff to it. There's a lot of systems in this game that I've not seen in other like MMOs. I think New World is the closest that had some similar, but the systems in this game go way further.
Nice.
And the lighting effects like really, really good. And they're just in a cave, like a cave
What was
in.
that, Zultralite? You said I didn't know New World got an expansion? How would you ever know? You don't play video games. Remember when we tried to get you to buy a computer that wasn't a Mac? For like months. You remember that? Hey, wait, we got a bear back here. We're fighting a bear. Guys,
I don't think they realize.
can't just abandon your tank.
All right, I'm gonna pause it for a second. I don't know if you were saying anything during that, but what do you think of the game?
It's fun. I would definitely play it.
Yeah, it's the systems that there's another video where they talk about like all the systems they put into it, and there are a lot of them are like really dynamic. You start doing stuff and it affects the world around what you're doing.
I feel like I need to see something. Like, I want to see the map. Like,
Let me see if I can get him. Let's see if this is where he pulls up the map somewhere. He pulls up back here, actually. Yeah, here we go. Nope, he pulled up one that was bigger.
oh, on the wiki.
Oh, yeah, there's one on the wiki, too. But if you're looking at that map, it's large. Like, if you go from one side to the other, I think it takes about 40 to 45 minutes on horse.
Oh, of course.
On horse, yeah.
Okay.
They're in this area, the Kalia Riverlands, and they're only playing in this part right here, and it's massive. Like that area, like this little area they're playing in. I think it's probably this area, but it's a massive area that they're playing in, and they're not even playing in the full area of this whole thing. They're playing up to this, I think. I don't think they're in here. I'm not sure if they're in that, but I guess it could be that whole thing. I'm not sure. I thought it was that. Let me see. Where's the other map he pulls up? Or we'll do this instead, because I did have the wiki up. Actually, I wanted to look at the wiki too, because I wanted to see. Let's see where the map is. Reactive world. Just give me the map. Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Seashell. So it's this area right here. But if we look at it I'm trying to see because it doesn't really show. Oh, it does. It does. Okay, so the area that they're in is literally, I don't think it goes into this giant lake, but I think it's this area right here. I don't think it involves these, but it's these rivers. Which is kind of insane because like they're saying get out of there, from like here, like if you're going from here to here or here, it's like it's 40 to 50 minutes right there. So if you're going from here, the edge, all the way to this edge, it's going to take you an hour and a half probably. So when you put that into scope with the game, because the game is PvP too. So like you might be doing a caravan where you're taking stuff back to your city, which they call nodes, and you're trying to build it up. You have to protect it, and depending on how long because the caravan's going slow, like so it might take you twice as long, and there's like a bunch of people trying to take what you got. So it becomes pretty interesting. I haven't really looked at a lot of this area. It's got Canyonlands, Dunzinkel Mountains. That looks like it's Dwarven stuff. Whoops. The Umbral Sea.
So there'll be like different maps.
This will be, yeah, when the game launches, it seems like we're going to be, I think different races are going to be in different spots. I don't think we're all going to start here, but this is where they're starting in the alpha.
Areas.
Yeah. What's it called?
There'll be like landmarks.
Yeah, there'll be points of interest, POIs. Yeah, I mean, they're still kind of building these out. Like I think they're all there, but they're still putting in like the quests and stuff and points of interest and getting some of those things set up. But they got I think they got most of the Riverland done and the Sand Squall Desert done. They're going to be showing this off next.
So each server realm will have a different like narrative and storyline.
No. All the servers will have will be going through the same thing, but the players can choose like how they go through it. But every server will have the same options and same things all the way through. But the thing is, I'm thinking that like, because if you start as a dwarf, I think the dwarves might start up here, because that feels like a dwarven area, and then you have some other races. So the races might start like this feels like an elven area. And this might be where the elves start. And I don't know, like it's going to be interesting because they also said as you progress, so like if you start here and you're progressing out, a lot of this area outside of your civilized area is going to be a lawless area, which means it's all PvP, like free for all. But in this area, there is PvP, but if you attack someone and they don't attack you back, you'll get corrupted, and it'll affect you and hurt you a lot more if you just kill people without them actually attacking you or consenting to the PvP. So,
Some of the corrupted resources can become like necessary components for crafting recipes.
I don't know if there's any corrupted resources.
That's what it says. It
Really?
I'm looking at it. Yeah,
Oh, really?
on the wiki.
Oh shit! Let's just do that. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Really, I didn't even know that. Is that coming from a player who's corrupted that drops corrupted gear?
This says. So I went down to like after landmarks and see procedural generation, resource locations. So go to. Oh yeah, right there. Go to landmarks. Just click on landmarks.
Landmarks.
And resource locations.
Oh,
So,
resource locations. Got it.
corrupted resources.
Oh, corrupted areas house corrupted resources. Oh, so there's going to be corrupted areas. Interesting. Yeah, so the players can get corrupted, and then there's actual corruption in the world somewhere. Oh, interesting.
Any will be can be different. So,
Well, every server will be yeah, technically, yeah, because every server is going to be dynamic. So
I mean, that's a lot of players.
yeah, like for instance, like if we're looking at the map here, the other thing that I was thinking about with the expansion and everything with nodes in cities, like if we're looking in here, there's like I think there's 4 or 5 nodes that you start out with in this area for the alpha, and so like just in this area, and I think there might be a couple more in this area. Overall, there's 85 cities / nodes, and then 14 fortresses. And then so this area, when you go into this area, it hasn't been like settled or expanded into. So this is like the frontier. So this is all lawless PvP area.
That'll probably be where the bounty hunters enter.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a thing. I don't know if there's like a job for that in the actual game. Someone was mentioning it. I think there might be.
Well, it says that corrupted players with a high enough corruption score will be visible
Yep.
in the world and
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that last night because you could technically, right, because these guys, they're going to want to expand into this area and start building cities here and stuff to, start getting resources and finding the dungeons and exploring this area. So they want to expand into it so it's not a lawless territory anymore. But technically, you could have a group of people of lawless corrupted people that are they just want to do PvP, they could literally be in here and just keep people from coming in.
Where the Sarlacc is.
Whatever this is, yeah, we'll just call it the Sarlacc. But like they could literally stop people from expanding into that area, and they could just keep this place as a lawless, like basically this just turns into like a Mad Max zone. If players really wanted it, players could work together in this area to keep these civilized players from expanding into this. And on every server, that could be totally different. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Something like the Sarlacc in the area.
I don't know. I've seen it's a fantasy, so it's high. It's a lot of fantasy.
They'd be pretty upset about
I don't think they'll call it a Sarlacc. They might have some weird
Shremmen.
worm thing. Yeah, I feel like they might have a worm. This is interesting.
Call it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely feels.
There'll be different races. Each has its own starting area.
Yep. There's gonna be. I wanted to look at the races too because I didn't really get to see all of them.
Oh, wow.
And then also with the classes, you'll get a secondary class that you can have on top of your main class, but it only adds augments and kind of changes the way some of your things may look.
So I feel like the pictures they provide you kind of give away where it may be.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
and I don't.
visual.
Yeah, I don't think they probably do it on kind of purpose a little bit, but also they want you to know what it looks like.
I'm looking at the ropes.
I was determining if I wanted to be a dwarf or not. I wanted to look at the other ones though before I decided.
It's odd. They might actually be near the beach.
The
I
dwarfs,
just hope they didn't start
yeah. Unless you're inland, like I mean, you could be inland for sure. Summer's
also
opinion.
looking at, like, they have boats. And they have a boat. It's kind of like makes me think of Duels.
Yeah. There's going to be naval. There's going to be naval exploration. Like you can use a boat to go around, like on the coast. So if you see the islands on the map, like 100% positive that the only way to get to those islands are going to be using a boat to get there. And if that's the case, that means you'll have other like guilds, groups of people on boats going there, and you'll have like big old naval battles going there, and you park your ship there, and then someone else parks, and they decide to go raid your ship and take all your stuff and kill you, right? All this stuff. It's interesting. There's a lot of potential already just in that, which would be interesting.
Oh, it does tell you.
What does it say?
This is deep in the mountains. Here, I'm gonna send you.
I'm gonna look at it right now too. Yeah, I haven't really looked at these because there's the religions I haven't even looked at, and I haven't. Oh, the Dunsikill. So it's in the mountains that I thought they would be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in those mountains. Okay, interesting.
Oh yeah, Dunsikill.
Yeah. So yeah, the doors will start up there. So that means they're going to start from that area and then expand out.
I don't think anyone's posted a map. Make a map right now.
There's a map in here, like a map of the whole area.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you type map in the search bar, it'll come up. So we have humans, dwarves, orcs, and elves. So these are orcs. Renkai and Vek. I thought these were trolls for a second. Okay, interesting. Well, can you really make that? That's insane looking. A little blurry. It's loading. I usually don't play orcs, but I don't know. It looks like you can really, really customize.
Well, I remember. Didn't you play as an orc a little bit? And Elder Ring. Or no, not Elder Ring.
You mean Elden Ring?
um,
Or are you talking about a different game?
Skyrim.
Oh, Skyrim. I think it's funny. I think I did make an orc. He was a vampire dude. I played as a wood elf, an Argonian. I think I don't really play as a Khajiit. I played mostly as Argonian, a wood elf. The wood elf was probably my favorite.
How's that even?
Yeah, the Khajiit. I don't know. I was looking at the orcs in here, and let's see. These are the Kvek orcs. Are these Vex? They look really weird. I don't know. I kind of like that though.
Oh,
What'd you find? Oh, they are those things. Oh, freaky.
this video is
Interesting. So the Vec orcs remind me of like vampires.
Welcome everyone to our first
Interesting. I'm just gonna turn this down.
like
Say that again.
maybe more.
Oh, being more creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like when I think of orcs, I just think of the classic green tusk, big, muscly. But what I'm seeing in here is like I'm seeing two different orcs, and one is the classic orc, and the other one is like this really skinny, kind of like weirdly. It reminds me of more of like it's like a vampire, and I kind of like the look. And I don't usually play orcs. Yeah. And you could probably, I think you can change all these different tattoos and decorative blemishes. I forget what they call those. I don't know. It's funny. Like I don't usually play orcs, and I like dwarves. I don't know. An orc. The Vec orc might be kind of cool. Interesting. Yeah, like that right there. That'd be crazy.
Oh. I was reading about corruption.
Oh, were you? Yeah, I didn't even really know that there was a whole area that had corruption. I thought it was just with players that got corrupted. It's Vec Diviners. Hmm. Oh, wait, the Vex can get horns. That's what people were talking about. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, it looks like the orcs are going to have like a very Mesoamerican type of look to it. Their structures.
I wonder if that. Must be on the clouds.
I think that's like just it's the tower. It's going above the clouds there.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of kind of like a little bit of, it's a mix of like tribal voodoo and then like Mesoamerican pyramids.
There's a big storm.
Yeah, and the thing is, the cool thing is when you're expanding nodes, like for the humans, it's going to look like a human settlement, castles. For the dwarves, it's going to look like dwarven settlements, like whether that's going into a mountain or something, most likely. And then for like the orcs here, it looks like it's going to be very tribal looking, mixed with like a very like high technology, but still slightly looking rustic primitive look, which I kind of like. So it seems like as you progress, like they're all gonna have their own theme, which is cool, which I expected, but I wasn't sure. Also, I guess with the elves, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I'm not sure if they're wood elves or if they're gonna be like living in like marble palaces elves. Yeah, the Empyrean and then the Pyre.
Have you watched videos of like
Oh.
flags or attack?
Yes. And I can actually pull one of those up. We can watch some of it. Very classic elven house look, like architecture.
Oh wow.
It kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings, but it has its own look.
It looks like it has legs.
Yeah, like stilts. Like if it's, I guess if it's in a swamp or something, but well, no, I don't want to make a.
Good foundation.
So this one's the Empyrean.
So that also like
Oh, the Pyre have the horns. Oh. Interesting. Oh, they're very druid and like nature. I don't know. I like that too. I don't know. It's between the Vec and these two probably because these are pretty cool. Yeah.
watch like when you actually play them. Like, have a complete change.
Maybe this funny. This looks like reminds me of like a sprite or a satyr. It doesn't feel like an elf really, but I guess I can see it. Yeah, I guess it's kind of elvish, but it definitely feels more like a sprite. Yeah, very druid.
See,
So it looks like they even have.
like the other elves.
The other one was just kind of your classic Empyrean. These are like your classic elves, I would say.
The ears are a little longer.
Yeah, so like these are classic elf basically. These are like I would say these are like your high elves, and then those elves are like your wood elves. Yeah, these are like definitely like high elves. But Empyrean, I mean, even the term Empyrean is very like it's imperial, like almost. It's very like high standing. Yeah, this just reminds me of like Lord of the Rings a little bit. It's kind of cool though. Some different furnishings. Interesting. That's cool. Let's see what the other. I guess okay, I'm gonna look at the dwarves, even though I'm gonna try not to play as a dwarf.
So are you gonna be
Yes. And you can like once it. I'm trying to think.
Bard, cleric, fighter, mage, ranger, tank?
Mhm. They're going to be adding the Summoner and Rogue, I think, in Phase 2. Around December 20th, I think. Oh, damn. So they are going to be doing in like interior Dwarven cities, which, I mean, you kind of have to do.
Yeah. Wonder if it'll be.
It's going to be massive. Because if we look.
They pretty much take that really far. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like there's-
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. I don't know. Dwarves are. I don't know, man. The dwarves are always pretty cool, but I want to try something different. I'll probably make a dwarf anyways, but this is pretty neat. It's so industrial, which makes sense, but it's insane.
It's not like a futuristic.
Yeah, It's like very like this like the dwarves in the future almost. Because I think you can expand to a point where you start like it starts getting pretty like you start having roads and right you have neighborhoods or something. It starts expanding quite a bit because it starts turning into like a civilization game, like a simulation almost. Is what it seems like.
Will it be like an Atlantis?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the future of the game, there's a lot of potential. I have no doubts that at some point they might have some sort of city underwater, and they may add like some interesting like merfolk race, maybe. I don't. I could definitely see it. That's like way out there, though. I don't. I highly doubt they're even thinking about that, though. That's just something I thought of, but it'd be interesting. Add in the the water element to like go explore the ocean or something would be interesting.
What do you know about the classes?
So with all the classes and the secondaries, you have 64 options of classes. So if you look in the classes section, archetypes or no classes, my bad, classes, right here. So if you pick your primary, like I want to be a cleric. I think it's phase 2 or 3, they start adding secondaries, and they're only gonna do secondaries for cleric and tank at the start. But basically, I can pick a secondary, and that secondary, if I pick bard, I can be a scryer, and if I do cleric, I'm just a high priest, and then cleric fighter is a templar. Cleric mage I'm kind of interested in, but I don't know if I want the mage augments. You become an oracle. Mage ranger is a protector. And then this was the other one I might do. Mage rogue is a shadow disciple. I don't know if you get to do like shadow damage or something. This would be interesting. And then a cleric summoner is a shaman. It kind of, summoning spirits and beasts, I would assume, and doing elemental damage as well.
A necromancer.
Yeah, is there a necromancer?
Yeah, they're artist. A summoner.
Summoner, Falconer, Conjurer, Shadow Lord.
So,
Oh, right here. Oh, it's the opposite. So if I go Summoner, Primary, Cleric, it's a Necromancer. Interesting. Let's see. Master of Life and Death, you can choose to be a Necromancer for good or dark and twisted things. Good necromancers can work with helpful spirits. Evil necromancers can summon zombies, skeletons, and other undead creatures. Necromancers cannot raise dead players as undead minions. Ooh, that'd be interesting. if you could raise a dead player as a minion for like a short amount of time or something, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I get them not doing that though. That'd be kind of an abuse of power a little bit.
maybe.
But I mean, for a short amount of time, as like maybe an ultimate or something, like a mind control thing, or making a copy of a player that's already dead, and it only lasts for a short amount of time. That'd be interesting. This is interesting. I didn't. Someone was talking about the necromancer and saying like it's very hard to put necromancers in games because it actually costs so much to create the AI for the amount of minions the necromancer might make. And so, if they are doing necromancer, I wonder how far you can go with creating minions. Like Army of the Dead or something. I have no idea.
Well, is there a druid?
So there isn't, but I don't know if there's a combination you could do to make a druid. It would probably be, yeah, there's really no, so the only thing I would say is ranger is the closest with a mix of something else might get something, but it would have to be a mage and something else with a nature aspect, which there's really nothing.
Were you doing that live stream?
I did watch that live stream, yeah. It's a good one to watch too. They give a lot of the information on like everything that we're kind of talking about with like all the stuff they're putting in and the systems that they put in. I don't know. Now I'm kind of interested about the necromancer.
Well, there's so the Necromancer, the Night Shield.
Yeah, Night Shield. Night Shield looks
Oh,
kind of.
Shadowmancer.
Yeah, the thing is, anything with a rogue seems interesting too. But if you go the other way, it's interesting because it's all melee. So Charlatan, Cultist would be interesting going the other way. But Duelist, Night Spell, Predator, Assassin, Shadow Lord, Shadow Guardian. I'd probably go with a Cleric or a Mage.
An Archwizard.
Yeah, if you go Mage, I think.
A Weapon Master.
Yeah, Mage. Um,
A Blade Caller. Falconer.
Shadow Disciple seems. What is Shadow Disciple? Maybe they do give us information. I've actually haven't read in any of these, and I didn't know they had any information on it. I guess they do. Restoration. So it's a restoration, enchantment, and debilitation. There will be a healthy combination of healing and offensive spells viable for a cleric to level and progress as a solo player. It's left to the player to decide whether they will spec into more solo or support-oriented group-focused gameplay. Choice of secondary archetype will enable further customization in this respect. Yes, that's the thing I'm thinking about. Because if I'm not grouping up with people all the time and I want to play solo, it's going to take a lot longer. But I would need. Say what?
Are you gonna run into a lot of people online regardless? Though?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I probably will find people to like kind of group up with anyways. Yeah, that's why I do have like one friend who has a group that's going, and he kind of invited me to, like, I can tag along with him. So
Well, I feel like with the style of the world, like PvP.
yeah, you have to kind of be in a group almost
Yeah, I feel like
for protection and just mostly just like the team aspect is important, which honestly I really like about this game. A lot of games nowadays, they push the solo stuff and they kind of just want to do solo stuff, and I get it. Like there's a lot of players that just want to play and just chill and be solo, but I don't know, I've played so many solo games, I'm actually I'm a little tired of it, and I'm kind of looking forward to just doing group content. And I think it,
C though. I was just gonna say C though, like maybe. Well, let's say I was reading about gameplay.
yeah.
Okay, so there'll be like high risk terrible encounters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see, because all the gameplay I've seen is like a bunch of people playing once. I haven't seen just like solo play.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is, because it's an open map. There's all like zones.
True.
And there's bounties. I feel like if you're like maybe playing solos, and then involve being more like a bounty hunter.
I think there's going to be a bounty system for sure. Whether it's just players coming together to do bounties, or just do bounty hunting where they're taking down corrupted players. Because if you take down corrupted players, you get more chances at better loot. Because the corrupted they drop, I think, up to 3 pieces of their armor. Like because they were, they made the choice to go kill a player that didn't defend themselves. So
there is no incentive to go corrupt, but
the only incentive to go corrupt is if you really want to just kill people. That's it. But the thing that they're doing to de-incentivize that is that if you keep doing it, you're going to eventually drop like a lot of your armor, and you're going to start losing, XP. You're going to get XP debt. It's going to go against you basically. So they're basically saying, don't kill people that aren't consenting to the PvP, basically. But if you do, you get corrupted, and a force of bounty hunters will come out and kill you. So it's a good incentive, though. I like it because it also keeps the trolls from doing that type of stuff all the time.
yeah, it has scaling efficiency.
Yeah, I think it makes them weaker too, so it's easier to kill them. What's that? What's this augment trips in secondary class? So the augment for Rogue, Shadow Disciple for the Cleric is literally just giving you stealth augments and probably other stuff. So barriers, sacrifice 25% of your maximum health. Interesting.
You do not lose gold upon death, no matter what corruption level.
You don't lose gold.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. I mean, but yeah,
Think people are gonna have like be able to just buy gold, or they can buy it.
in this game, you're gonna have to earn it. And I also with like quests and stuff, you'll get gold from that. From doing crafting and selling things, you will. I think the biggest way to make gold, most likely, because of the city expansion, like the nodes. If you're in a guild and you're part of that guild, and they build up and build up and build up, people that are passing through and use your stuff to, like, let's say they repair their armor, you get a percentage of what they pay to repair their armor. So the guild itself is making like so much gold from that as well. So you'll make a lot of gold if you're in control of a node for sure. There's like taxes that you can implement in the whole. There's a whole thing. It's a lot. It's pretty cool though. I want to see what the Oracle. I think this one just gives you elemental different damages.
Have you played Lineage too?
Lineage.
Lineage. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
I know that they've said that it's similar to Lineage and Arcade. I've never played them though. No. 4 magical schools of augmentation. Excuse me. So basically, you pick through teleportation, fire, frost, and lightning. Okay. Interesting. I guess let's see what happens if we just go cleric.
There's a 60-second timer to log out of reps.
Oh, so people can't just dip out. Yeah. And so it gives like if you try to escape, because people do that, right? They'll literally just somehow just shut down the computer and try to like disappear. But I think even if they just shut down their computer, their character will stay there for 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So you can basically just kill them, and when they do log back in, they will be dead. So they won't be able to get away, basically, which is the point of that whole system, which I like.
When the player dies, they disintegrate to ash.
Yeah. So choosing life augments will provide self-healing benefits as well as limited life benefits for players. Certain skills will indirectly provide ability to heal others.
You can die by falling.
Yes, yeah. I'm not sure how far up, but yeah.
But if you're a griffin, I don't think you can have griffins in this game.
Ew,
Unless you're-
with death-based augments. Okay.
Okay, so like you can take birds. I don't know if there's be birds, dragons.
There'll be like as in like things you can fight.
Well, I guess like in the dungeons.
Yeah, there's like I think there's a dragon out in the world. It's a world boss. And I know there's a bunch of birds flying around that'll attack you, like crows or something. The shaman.
So when you're participating in PvP, you suffer less consequences when you die.
Yeah, just because if you decide to actually do the PvP and it's consensual, it won't affect either party.
And it will be suppressed when you're in close proximity to respawn shrines, There'll be events with respawn points. There'll be religious scriptures, free spots. Oh, on free spots. The shrines. Bounty hunters.
Interesting.
Okay, so you can become a bounty hunter by doing a quest
Okay, okay.
available to citizens in the military, stage 4 events, and potentially their affiliated events. So they can activate the pathfinding ability to reveal corrupted player information or something like that. Maybe it'll be like a little like
Interesting.
the ability. I wonder what the abilities would look like with those other players' abilities.
Like if you're a bounty hunter?
Yeah, because it said earlier for like any player basically, like you'll be able to spot out corrupted players on the map.
Yeah.
But now it's saying bounty hunters can activate the pathfinding ability. So like they're like I wonder what the abilities look like for each.
Oh, that might be just a tracking ability to track the corrupted.
Yeah, like better tracking.
Yeah. Whether it's on the map or like it shows like a scent trail of corruption that you follow, maybe. I have no idea.
Some type of like clairvoyance.
Kinda, yeah. It'd be interesting to see.
Like little rose petals.
Yeah, just rose petals. I am liking the cleric. Like, I think I'm gonna go probably cleric. I think I'm just gonna go cleric oracle or cleric mage, and they can add in, and I can add in like you can pick the augmentation of teleportation, fire, frost, or lightning. So like when I do certain abilities with the cleric, they will do, it could do lightning damage, frost damage, or fire damage, or I just get a teleportation ability. I'm most likely. I don't know. Be
What is
inter-
your favorite thing when you play WoW, like, as far as abilities go?
Like my favorite ability in the game. I think recently when I stopped playing, I think I really liked playing my Death Knight that was using. I customized it to use just blood abilities. So a lot of like life gain, siphoning, leech. It was very much like a lot of like, and I don't like a lot of like blood-based abilities, which would be closer to like probably a necromancer. It'd have to be between a summoner and like a something else, some other dark thing. Shadow Lord. I don't even know what that would even be.
What was the one, like, what was the character you liked to... Don't you also like to play as a fighter?
I mostly played as I played as rogues. Rogue was my favorite. And then when I was playing Death Knight, that was kind of like that was more of a tank. But I'm also trying to. I want to do something different because I usually do a lot of DPS stuff. So I kind of want to play either like a healer or a tank. And I was thinking about doing maybe cleric tank, but then you could also do a tank cleric, which would be like a paladin. But I've played some paladins already.
Well, do you know what race you want to be?
I think I'm probably gonna go with either the Vec, which is the orc, or well, it's gonna probably be either the Vec or that Pyre, which are like the horned elvish.
Would you rather be a frontline protector or like a more active and strong?
I feel like I'm doing one of those questionnaires to figure out what class I'm supposed to play.
Yeah. Do you like to heal? You said you want to heal, right?
I definitely want to do support. So it would definitely be either cleric.
Probably a cleric.
That's what I was kind of thinking, because it gives you more defense. Well, so the funny thing is the apostle, the tank secondary, it just gives you the ability to get threat generation. So that means I'd have to build up the cleric with like whatever, mace, shield, sword, shield, two-handed sword, whatever, and then like really heavy plate armor, which would kind of be like a paladin, but different.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm leaning towards either just going cleric for just the doubling down on healing, or cleric mage. I'm thinking about cleric rogue, but it just gives you the stealth ability. I mean, honestly, healing with stealth would not be a bad idea, just because it also keeps you safe almost.
Like an elf cleric.
Yeah.
If you were to be a cleric, you'd be an elf.
Yeah, if I was a cleric, I mean, I could be because the Vec, they have diviners or something. They're called diviners. So like in the roleplay aspect, a Vec high priest would be like a diviner, I think. Let me see. Which also there's a whole roleplay thing too, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, that is.
So like if I was playing as the Vec, which I think I'm gonna probably go with the Vec. I like the look of it. The thing is, the Vec also reminds me of like a necromancer.
Yeah, the back has like that moonstone, like nightshade type.
Yeah, and so like the Vec, yeah, see Vec diviners. Through scalding sun or biting winter, the Vec diviners preserve in the pursuit of astral knowledge as they have for hundreds of cycles. To the diviner, the stars contain the weave of all future histories. The threads only need to be touched and followed to understand. Thus, they roam the land in search of outer realms' most ancient secrets. So they're kind of like a mix of like mage, cleric, basically, almost. They sound like oracles, but they're diviners. Diviners.
Sent me the back earlier. So I thought they're.
Yeah,
I thought they were
they are pretty. Actually, is this? I didn't actually look at the picture. This is some of the. They definitely have a like a, I don't want to say primitive, but like more primal, savage look.
Yeah.
More, I would say more.
Those scales.
It looks like either scales or some sort of like
Aztec.
plate, like pieces of metal, almost. I don't know. It could be bone.
That's cool. The feathers. I think those are feathers.
Yeah, there's some feathers in there.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
I don't know. This definitely feels like necromancer to me.
Yeah, I was thinking they would have more blue. Like.
You mean for this specific race?
Yeah, like their clothing.
I mean, they do come off as kind of dark, so I mean, I can definitely see.
Their clothing almost seems like very like they're friendly.
I mean, I don't know. They seem pretty like I don't know if I walked up on this, I'd be a little concerned.
mean,
I feel like they would probably eat me or something.
oh,
Yeah, that looks like they'd eat me.
he just needs a nap.
They all need naps. They've been fighting wars forever, probably.
They got that punch.
But it's nice because they don't look like the cliche orc, because they are an orc, but they're a different species of an orc. And they don't look like, your classic green orc.
That is true.
These guys look like they just hang out in the swamp all day.
Well, why are they hunched like that? Are they all? Is that just the
That was the thing. They also have like a weird troll look to them as well. I thought they were trolls when I first saw them.
like they have back problems?
Well, they kind of stand up straight. I think it's just the way that they had them in the pose. I think they Oh yeah, see, yeah, it's goblin-esque in appearance. They're definitely goblin looking,
Okay.
but
Maybe that's just like the pattern stance.
yeah. But like this look right here,
Slasher.
this is like the look like that caught my eye,
Yeah.
because like I could build, you could build like a cultist, a shadowmancer, shadow disciple, necromancer. That's what that kind of feels like.
I'm just looking at actually this.
Different hairstyles.
They almost look like zombies.
Yeah, that was the other thing. And it just reminded it kind of more to me looked like vampires. Very vampire goblin.
But I mean, you can customize. Like, it's definitely an interesting thing.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of customization.
It'd be cool if you could change the color of their teeth.
You might be able to. But I definitely like the face. It looks like you can change the entire facial structure, because like you look at that one picture of the this guy's head, like it's completely reshaped.
They should allow people to customize characters for like a pretend like customize, editor.
Oh, you mean just purely an editor to customize in without actually going into the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice, especially just to like mess around and see what you can make before the game comes out.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that would buy them some more time. And I think
Yeah.
it would.
But I mean, I think once, because by December 20th, it's going to be online for about 5 days at a time, and they're going to have the weekends most likely off or just working on stuff on the weekends.
They could have done like a year ago.
Well, they've been building this game for about 6-7 years, and it is a massive game. So I can see why it took them a little bit longer, but I think they're ramping up like their production right now. Like they're not like going crazy, but like they're definitely putting way more time into it, because it's alpha right now, alpha 2, and this is like they're heading into beta 1 and 2, which is going to be very much close to it, to being closer to launch. I think I'm going to go with Vec.
We'll go. What's the
You can also pick religions too. I love mythologies like this.
but like how is it like is it accurate? Like what mythology?
It's mythology that is originally created for this game.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like literally their own mythology they created. This game, I think this game's gonna have some deep lore, which is gonna, because even in here it's saying that you can do quests for your patron deity that you decide to choose. So like you can do like specific quests, for whatever god you decide to worship, which is also pretty cool. And I think you get like augments and other stuff, it looks like, on top of that. So that's a whole nother thing of customization on top of your class. So like if I decided to be a necromancer, and then I picked a god that was more of like a god of death type of thing, that thing would probably enhance my necromancer abilities with like being able to summon extra skeletons or something or whatever. But like the synergy between those is going to be very interesting. I don't even know what do they show all the gods, or
no, I saw where yesterday character model
pantheon of
saved
gods?
reloaded into any races while the skin training to the hilarious horrendous effect. That's kind of weird. Could be a human.
Yeah, there's the Kaylee, I think. Those are humans. Honestly, a Vec Necromancer would be thematically it would be on point. But I'm not sure if I want to go thematic, even though I like thematic stuff.
Well, I just probably whatever one feels the most fun.
Yeah, for me, like Vec definitely looks fun, and then Cleric I definitely want to do. The secondary, I'm not sure yet. Like it's basically between, do I want to be more tanky, do I want to stealth, do I want to add mage augmentation. I mean, the Bard and Cleric, I forget, I don't remember what that is actually. But I don't I didn't look at the Bard Cleric deck. I didn't look at that, did I?
I don't think so.
Let me duplicate the tab so I don't have to keep going in and out of it.
Someone said they look like the NFT monkeys.
The Vec, yeah. I mean, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Oh, Scryer. What does a Scryer do? Because actually, Bard might be interesting. I was considering Bard because Bard is a performance type class with abilities.
Wait, look at a dwarf and like their armor.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at this real quick. So, Bard schools of augmentation currently include regeneration and buffs. So I guess if you went Cleric Bard, you'd be pretty much super high support. But if you went Cleric, you'd be pretty much a healer. Cleric Bard might be a good mix.
Well,
But I don't know. I'm gonna definitely find something that I'm gonna have fun with. I don't know what it is though.
I feel like you'll have fun with all of them.
That's the thing.
Come on.
There's so many possible, like there's 64 possible classes. That's a lot.
You should pick the class that you think you'll have the least fun in.
That's literally probably going to be a human tank.
You should do that.
I don't want to do a human tank. It's so boring.
What if it's like cooler than you thought it would be?
It's not. It won't, because I'm going to be looking at a human and I'm going to be playing a tank and I'm just going to feel like just the cliche. Like I'm just going to be a cliche soldier running around. You know what I mean?
You might be the only one.
No, there's going to be so many human tanks. So many.
How do you know?
Because I don't know why, but people love playing the generic human tank.
Really?
Human tank, human mage. You have a lot of people that love playing elves. You have a lot of people that love playing dwarves as well. Not as many. There's not going to be very many people that are going to be playing the Vec and the Kvek, I think, the Vec and the Kvek. I feel like not a lot of people are going to be playing those because for some people, they're like, oh, that just looks weird or something. I don't know. I don't know. They don't like the exotic looks. Although I did see a lot of people playing, I think, the Vex and the Renkai. Vec, yeah, Vec is what I would play Vec. So you said look at the armor of the dwarfs. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, dwarfs is the other one, but I'm trying to stay away from the dwarfs because I know that I already like them. So
Oh, see, so you already.
yeah, the armor looks really good.
Yeah.
The thing is with dwarves, it's really nice because they're so stocky. Like everything looks bigger on them.
The armor. It's pretty.
That is pretty cool. Damn.
I saw the picture of the armor. It's like, yes.
Yeah, damn. I mean, you know, it's funny. That looks like a classic World of Warcraft dwarf. The size and the butt, the legs, the hands, the arms. That's funny.
Not big feet.
They're pretty solid. I mean, they're pretty solid.
Okay. Let's see.
It's pretty solid. Look at that guy just staring at you. The detail in this is crazy. I'm pretty sure this is all like very much edited, but
Yeah, the armor.
I mean, I'm for sure gonna make a dwarf, but I want to. I'm definitely going to start with the Vec first, though.
Okay.
Let's see.
He could be a Vec nature one.
Yeah, that's like that's the Ranger.
Ooh, the cleric and mage.
Yeah, the Oracle. I'm thinking about just doing the Oracle because so I already have a theme. I'm gonna, like, if I do the Vec, and if I do Cleric Oracle or Cleric Mage, which is an Oracle, there's a weapon that's coming out in phase 2 or 3. You can use an orb as a weapon, so like a floating orb that you can use to like cast all your stuff through. Actually, I wonder if the orb's in here.
So you could still be doing like more nature and elemental spells.
Doing what?
Like nature and elemental spells.
So if I pick mage, I'm going to be doing more elemental. So electric, frost, fire, and then I can have the option to do teleportation if I don't want those. I don't know what the teleportation would do. I think it just gives me an ability to teleport. I think I would go with electric just to have, or no, I don't know. I might go with fire because I like poison. Like, I like poison. But
Orbs.
yeah, I just typed in orb. I don't know if it'll show the orb for the list of orbs. Back slot, belt slot, armor slots, jewelry,
So like a Vec
weapon.
or cleric build.
So yeah, basically a Vec Oracle, which is a cleric mage. And I'm probably going to use the fire or the electrical augment off of the mage secondary. Because I think holy damage already does some sort of fire damage. Holy fire damage. So I could stack just more fire damage if I wanted to.
Oh, you might have to be a Vec spell.
Oh. Is that rogue mage?
Well, it's fighter mage.
Fighter mage.
Use the orbs to enhance your spells to make defensive buffs.
Well, no. So there's a weapon that's, I don't know if the weapon's even shown yet, but there's a weapon that you can use that's an orb. But I think what this is, these are orb. I guess you can. I think you can slot orbs.
So if you're a Vec sentinel, you can do like the tank mage.
Mhm.
You're using spells and orbs for crowd control and critical damage.
Okay.
You can use the orb to protect yourself too.
I don't know if maybe.
You can use the orb and attack.
Well, so that's the thing. There is an orb that they're coming out with that's a weapon. It's. Let me see if I can find it. It's actually in one of the. It's in one of the videos.
I wonder how good it would be.
I don't really know, but I know like the different weapons you use. They have a whole skill tree for weapons. Like if you use a wand, you can decide if you wanted to do like a beam attack, like we're shooting a beam of like fire, or if you wanted to do like I don't know, more of like a burst or something. It's very like you can very much change it.
Yeah, so it probably would be a cleric, depending on the specialization. Let's see. Yeah, cleric mage.
Yeah, because like thematically with the oracle, I can see an oracle using an orb as a weapon. See if I can find it. It's in here somewhere.
I wonder which like version would be this is. Because a rogue can use orbs for stealth and burst damage. But I don't, because you were talking about being stealth. Because I mean, if you're being stealth, you're probably going to be stealth.
Yeah, if I want to solo, stealth is going to be a good option.
So if you went rogue, because you did mention that earlier,
Yeah.
you could be like a you could use like an orb enhanced attack if that became available for player.
Yeah.
You could do like a surprise element in PvP scenarios, but then you're also not gonna be able to heal. You're not gonna have that same. Well, I guess you could.
I still have healing, but like I won't have as much if I were to go like cleric or like cleric bard.
So like, is it gonna be satisfying? Like,
I think for utility, having the stealth would be good, but for like for like me having fun, it's not going to add a lot to it. And I think
so really it's cleric mage.
yeah, and I think I'm going to go with cleric mage because because I think a lot of these like holy damage spells, I think some of them do fire damage, I think, or at least some sort of light holy fire flame damage, like smite. I think smite does something with fire, but I can't remember where that was. Oh, you know what, I think it's on Twitch. Let's see. Intrepid. Or no, just have what?
Healing, like careful resource management, like healing and damage output, like in groups, because well, I guess could you have multiple? You can have multiple clerics in a group. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and once you get to a point where people pick different secondaries, you could have a whole team of clerics. Like you have a tank cleric, you have a mage cleric, you have like a ranger cleric. I mean, you could have all clerics, and they all have different secondaries. Basically, probably wouldn't be very efficient, but it's possible.
yeah, it's also playing solo. Cleric mage might actually be.
Yeah, because it's gonna up the damage, I think, more.
It'll give you more leeway. So yeah, if you want to deal damage, seems like it is.
Where's Intrepid still? I know they're on here, but maybe it is a different one. Oh, it was this one. Okay, yeah, yep. Was it this one? I thought it was going to go through the phase 1, phase 2. This is the one.
So you're going for like a hybrid build. Real back.
Yeah.
Like kind of perfect for your character.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It kind of does work. So this is actually where they talk about that, when I was talking about the orb weapon. They mention it in here somewhere. In here, yes. So phase 1, this is all the stuff they're putting in phase 1. Like you can use a spell book, a scepter, wand. That's something that a cleric would use. I could use a one-handed mace if I wanted. And then when we get to phase 2, they get the Velnu and the Denier. They get dual wield daggers for the rogue. But also, I think any class can use dual wield daggers, I think, at that point as well. Okay, there you go, right here. So in phase 3, they're releasing the orb weapon. One-handed axe, one-handed sword piece. So the orb is going to be a weapon. Versus, I think what you were looking at was I think a consumable of some sort. And then the secondary archetypes for cleric and tank get implemented for phase 3. So I can do my cleric mage secondary and use an orb, which would be fun. I don't even know what it looks like or what it does. I'm not sure. They're probably working on it as we speak, but I have no idea what that looks like. Because in here it just shows like it's slots, gear slots, which it's not a slot. It's a weapon. So.
Like an artifact, maybe that means
Not well. So artifacts are actually artifacts are something in the game. So I don't think it'd be an artifact. It'd be purely just a one-handed weapon. I would think. So I could use. I guess I could use an orb and a wand. Maybe I have no idea. I don't know if I could do that or not. I mean, I guess that's what this is. Interesting. Okay, so I guess this first part is the orb, but there's no information on it yet because it hasn't been talked about. Oh, but I guess this is what it's going to look like. It's something like this. Huh.
So it functions as a melee magical tool in combat while also providing unique magical enhancements and abilities that define your character's playstyle.
Yeah.
So it says it would typically occupy a specific slot in your inventory dedicated to magical implements or secondary weapons.
Okay.
So it's most likely to be in focus or no weapon slot, focus or artifact slot,
Yeah.
or a visual representation.
Okay. Interesting.
So it could be like on a magical focus or whatever.
Yeah, and I think for that one specifically, you can put it as your main weapon, or you can use it as a secondary and use like a sword or something.
Would it just apply to whatever's in your secondary though, or do you think it would?
I think you have to slot it in your secondary.
Okay.
Like you'd slot it, and then you'd have your main hand open for like, most likely like some sort of melee weapon. So and I haven't seen anyone do any dual wielding yet. I don't think, but I'm assuming you can at some point.
Yeah. A weapon or focus or slot. Wow, I knew nothing about this game.
I mean, it's a massive game, but it's also like it's they've been putting a lot of work into it. Oh, interesting. So the goddess of love, goddess of creation.
I feel so invested in this game.
I mean, it's crazy because like it's I don't know when I started looking into it because I heard about it and I was like, oh, okay, it's just another MMO that's coming out. But then I started watching like the. Let me see if I can go back to it. I guess it would be these ones. I think it might have been this one. Or no, it was probably this one.
Every single month since September, I've said the exact same thing, and that is, this is the best live stream of the year. This is the best live stream of the year. I'm gonna come out and I'm just gonna say it was a 10 for me.
Because it's like, dang, like, Intrepid is cooking, and the reason that we're having this cooking feeling is because they have the great developers and the great team that they have on right now.
Guys, I'm trying not to be such a fangirl right now, but I'm gonna lose my. I can't. Oh my god.
I can probably speak for a lot of people whenever I say I am so excited to see what it's going to be like. Take the first steps into it and really have that experience.
Yeah, I think I watched this one already. Are you spamming me in Steam?
No. No way. It was a bunch of freebie stickers from Steam. If you look at their points.
Oh shit! I didn't. Yeah, I might have to look at that.
Point shop, just go from 6 cents. Just see all on the first one. And you scroll down to your stickers, and show all the free ones. Actually, kind of spooky.
It's kind of spooky.
Yeah. Like the gummy worm? Like, no. Gummy worms.
Gummy worms are good.
Yeah. Do you remember making those mud cuts when you were a kid?
I remember seeing those. I never made one though.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Did I? Maybe I did.
Or, wait. Yeah, I thought you did.
Eee, what is this? This is one of the gods.
Apple Intelligence, what? Wait, I can't see it.
You can't?
Wait, it's not, it's on my screen. I see it.
Okay.
I got carried away.
Oh, all the tabs.
Yeah, I went on that. I keep seeing his picture everywhere.
Yeah, he's the creative director.
Yeah, he's literally on like there's a mural of him.
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's the head of the whole thing for the most part. He's pretty enthusiastic and very passionate about what he's doing with it.
I might have to get up for a little bit,
Okay, yeah, no problem.
and
Yeah, you're good. I might just throw up a video.
what video?
One of the I was watching. It was this one. I was actually way further ahead though. Oh, there's the map. Here's the map of the area that the Alpha 2 is taking place in. So this whole area, and they're talking about from here to here, takes 40-ish minutes.
But can people teleport?
And actually, this is actually the whole area, actually. Because this is the Sand Squall Desert. Okay, I guess it is. I guess the whole area is open. Okay, I thought it was literally just this area. Never mind, it is the whole area. Okay. But that's massive.
Wow.
And then like here, this is where the lawless zone is. This is a lawless zone. So it's going to be interesting. This I.
Looks like a place. Oh, the rocks right there.
It kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt. Like he's holding on to something right here. Just a big old.
Do you think there'll be like, you know, like in Heroes, that one game where you
Yeah.
travel and just run into like enemies,
Mm-hmm.
like random spawn enemies.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of enemies throughout the entire map, and I think with the naval stuff, most definitely, yeah. But at night, someone said, at night skeletons come out in like all over the area. So you like during the nighttime, you get like more darker, creepy creatures coming out.
Sounds pretty creepy.
Yeah.
It's like the moon.
Also, have you seen the moon for the game? Let me see. The moon.
Let me draw this moon.
Here's a good video of it, actually.
The moon, explosions and things like that. I don't know if you want to. We might be able to catch some of that happening.
There's the moon right there. There's like 3 moons. And so, like, periodically it'll do this weird emissive thing where it shoots out, like, some particles.
Yep, there
Yeah.
it is right now. You can see it erupting right now. And it's going to periodically do that.
That looks so good.
But there's so many details in this game.
I like the sky.
Yeah, the sky, that's what they were doing here, actually. They were looking at the skybox. Because they had just pretty much, I guess, finished the skybox. I think they still need to add celestial markers and stuff because they're going to be using like celestial stuff in the sky, which is going to be interesting. So I don't know how that's going to work, but they're going to be doing it. Oh, constellations.
So when you play, you can actually play like the gameplay is you can change the way the view is as a player.
Basically, you can like as in like zooming in and out on your character. Yes.
How do you how do you think you'll be playing this thing? Do you think you're gonna be rotating a lot?
Am I going to be doing what?
Like how do you prefer to see fighting your character usually?
I like seeing the whole character, so I usually zoom enough out to where I can see the whole character. Because I mean, like all the customizations you do and all that stuff, like I want to be able to see all that stuff. That's why I really don't like a lot of first-person games, because especially if you're customizing your character, it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I just had something I needed to do.
Okay.
Dang, too bad we can't play it right now.
I know. I have to wait until November 8th. Well, people are going to be playing it this coming weekend. Coming up. Oh, you're going to play it?
Wait, no, I'm
Oh, okay. I was like...
not. Wait, no.
look at the role play. Oh shit, they'll have weddings you can do in game. Interesting. Easter eggs out in the world, social buildings. Yeah, the cool thing is the governments within the cities plays a huge role in like the RP potential, roleplay potential. Players can run businesses based on role playing. Yeah, they put a lot into this. See, I like that.
So I guess you can play for free up to level 20.
What do you mean? Like when it comes out, like when it launches? Because as of right now, you have to get the bundle to play to test the alpha.
Oh wait, that was like World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, that's a different game.
Yeah. I was reading out old posts.
Oh, yeah, it was. It sounded familiar. I was like, that sounds like something I've heard of.
Do you think it'll remain a subscription?
Honestly, with this game, if it's as successful as it looks like it's going to be, I think the subscription is going to work just fine for it. Because it's the same price as World of Warcraft, so it's not competing and it's not going above that price. And so it's going to, if they went lower, they'd be competing and they'd probably, if it's a good game, they'd get a lot more people.
There was lifetime subscriptions that did ring around.
Yeah, although I think that was like you had to spend like a good amount of money to get that. A couple $1,000s, I feel like. So, but honestly, like it's literally $15 a month, and they're not even charging for you to get the game. You can get the game. It's not going to cost you like $60 to get it, and you're literally just paying $15 a month, and the content in it is like crazy, and they're not going to have a lot of like. It's not going to be a game where it's like monetization in the store, where like, oh, if you want to progress faster, you can buy this in the store type of thing. The pay to win thing, like they're not doing that, which I think is good. Just going to be a solid game that you play through and you progress like any other game.
Okay, I did find the referral.
Oh, what it's for?
Yeah, players who refer to my players can receive 50% off their account purchases as I guess like game money.
Okay, interesting.
Referrals require registration of an account. So yeah, I guess you did something if
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, cool. Not paid. Cool.
So they have sitting, leaning, bowing, dancing, and hugging emotes, it looks like. Those are important. Emotes are the most important. Oh, what about the music? What's the music going to be like? That's what I want to know. So Bard Archetype chooses a musical instrument on the first tier of their skill tree. Musical instruments are currently cosmetic, but there are plans to add functional instruments in the future, such as adding custom music creation. Instruments are at this moment in time cosmetic, but we have plans for instruments in the future to include custom song authoring for players to utilize, to have skills within, and then for you to be able to use those also in roleplay fashion. So you can literally customize your songs that give you like buffs and stuff and attacks. Like you could place smoke on the water and like buff your party or something. That seems crazy. If that is the case. I mean, as of right now, though, they're not even using musical instruments. They're using a book, so they haven't implemented the instruments yet. Because the bards, it looks like they should be using a drum, a fiddle, or a flute.
It's just like an hour playing a song.
You go charging into battle with a fiddle. It's like, God, he's so intimidating. Oh my God, look at that guy. You can. So it looks like the character creation is pretty intense. Retry. Oh, it doesn't want to show it. Wow, interesting. Excuse me. Whoa. Looks like a Mormon dude. The Vec hairstyles. That's the face. That's the face right there. That's crazy. Interesting. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I was trying to find stuff in the soundtrack.
Oh, their music.
Yeah. Let's see.
Ooh, undersea. So wait, there's actually stuff undersea that you can be doing?
So beautiful.
Oh, there's
I'm
a coaster
free.
crawler. Alright, let me jump on a tide snapper as well. Here we go. So as you can see, it's super slow on land, but once you get into the water submerged on an aquatic mount, you actually pick up some speed. Oh, I'm walking. I'm still walking. I was like, why am I not going fast? There we go. Yay. And you can go under the water. Oh, we're under the water. This is amazing.
I feel like
Sounds
a
Steven.
turtle or a mermaid or something. I'm into it.
I'm definitely
Watch your breath.
I know.
Yeah, don't drown.
We've done a few takes.
Yes.
You gotta show them the barrel roll.
The barrel roll?
Yeah.
Oh, don't look at that. Alright, don't do a barrel roll. Ready?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey! Hey, that was good.
That was just maintenance.
Is what?
Just random maintenance.
There's underwater dungeons as well that they're gonna add in here. Yeah, there's a whole underwater, I guess. I didn't realize that there was gonna be an underwater thing, but there's gonna be a whole underwater area. So that's gonna be interesting. I wonder if there's a class that can breathe underwater.
Probably connoisseurs.
Yeah, probably.
No, they'll be like a new, like they'll probably be, maybe. Wait. I don't see what class it would be.
I don't think there is any classes that would breathe underwater. All of them are land. elves, orcs, humans, dwarfs. Those are all. There's none. Maybe we'll get one in the future. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Probably like a druid or a cleric.
Maybe doing some with a mage. I can see them doing like a bubble or something around their head, giving them water breathing. That's the only thing I can think of.
Is there a druid?
There's no druid yet. No. There's no nature aspect magic yet. So Underrealm. Oh, this is like the underworld.
I guess there will be a druid archetype.
There's going to be a druid. The closest thing to a druid is that there's a shaman, which would be a summoner cleric, I think, or no, summoner mage or something.
Yeah, maybe summoner cleric.
Well, no, summoner cleric's the necromancer.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be in the forms on that page. Announcements. Where did you see the water?
So that is in. Where am I at right now? I guess I'm in biomes under environments. If you go to the main page and then go to, I think there's races and classes and skills. And then at the bottom there's environments, and under C is in that section, the bottom section.
Doesn't say anything. Oh, like naval content.
Yeah, I think the undersea stuff is going to be a lot of naval content. But also, like, you can go from the beach and just go down there.
Alright, dev discussion. Wait. Oh. I'm in like the dev discussion page.
The dev discussion.
Yeah, for environments. Let's see.
I guess I was in there, but I.
But I don't see anything that's out underwater. You can swim.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you the link of where I was looking.
Well, yeah, you're looking on the, like I'm on, yeah, you're looking on the wiki.
Yeah. And this,
I did just now glance over. curious. Like, it seems like it would be a big missed opportunity if they also didn't do the ocean. You know, like you're going underground.
Well, this is going to be in the ocean.
Yeah, but like, can you swim into the ocean?
Yeah. Like there's some videos on the link I sent you. You can literally swim out into the ocean off the coast. So, depending how far you can swim out, I don't know, but it looks like you'll be able to swim off the coast and find like dungeons and caves hiding out there. But also, if you look at the map, I gotta get rid of that. If you look at the map, the potential for all that, like the ocean, like naval and underwater, is going to be basic. Like all this, everything in between here, like this whole area, you can probably swim through. This whole area, these little bays between this island and that island.
Or like just
You know, a lot of this area for sure. You know, your boundary is going to be pretty far out here probably, but all this in here, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And also, like, the big thing is like if you have the elves that are over here on this part, and then the dwarves over here, and the humans, and the elves are trading with the humans, that means the elves have to send a ship all the way around, down across between this island, and then all the way over, basically past the tip of the Sandsquall Desert into this bay in the Riverlands. And there's potential for, like, you know, people that want to be pirates to just take ships and take cargo. So, a lot of potential.
a lot of risk.
A lot of risk too, yeah. But I mean, if you are doing it, you're going to have like a decent sized group of people with you, I think, for sure. Because if it's a guild that's sending stuff over, they're going to have like a dedicated, you know, some sort of like militia team that will go on the boat and just protect it until it gets there. But I mean, that sounds like fun though.
Yeah, so I see now that there will be underwater breathing. So there's items, potions.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. There's options to actually persist. That'd be cool.
There will be more enabling. So persist. Water.
And the aquatic mounts are nice too. Just makes things a little bit faster.
Oh, I literally sent you the same link you just sent.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's I sent. Yeah, the same one. Did you not click on the one I sent you? You just found it. I like literally.
Yeah, I just opened it because I already had the wiki open, but I just went to skills, and then I clicked on underwater, and I saw a tier link that opened doors.
Oh yeah.
It was like the same page, just different page. Yeah,
Social
it's gonna be
organization.
Halloween.
It is going to be Halloween. Yeah. So there's a Scholars Academy, there's a Thieves Guild, and there's a Traders Company, which are going to be those are going to be social guilds that you can join as like basically like solo. You don't have to be in a guild to be in them, basically. Because
Oh, wow. Totally off topic,
yeah,
but you could play a scary game,
I could.
but you
I'm gonna have some. I don't play them very much for certain reasons because they're scary, but let me see. Let me switch this real quick.
oh wait, it's on that.
Yes.
I'll have to be back.
No, I do think. I'm not sure if I might end it at 12. I'm not sure. I'll keep the we can keep the Discord up, but I might just end stream.
Okay, 'cause I'll be back.
Okay. I think I'm gonna end stream actually, because I've been going late.
We got just about. So we found out your hair
Yeah.
kind of have an idea of what to do, but I think it's because the door phone looks cool, but definitely. Because like I almost like think I would do like archery, mage.
So you don't think you'd play Necromancer? I mean, because I was like thinking because you played Necromancer in Diablo, and that was like kind of your. I'm surprised that they have Necromancer in it because it's a high minion type of build. But yeah, Necromancer would be interesting because the summoner just summons things. Also, a summoner could technically be you have a Wild Blade Beastmaster closer to a druid.
At the cabin, what was that guy's name in that one comedy
Oh,
show?
wait, which one?
He like just drained people's energy.
Oh, Robinson. What the hell's his name? Was it Carl Robinson? Colin. Yeah, it was Colin Robinson.
You're Colin Robinson.
Just a name. I'm gonna name my Vecti Colin Robinson. I think some would. Yeah, I feel like you definitely would play a Necromancer for sure. There's a lot of options, but
If you were a draining, like a character that drained like this energy,
yeah. Somehow.
like Colin Robinson.
I don't know if there's really. I feel like Necromancer would probably be the closest thing, maybe. Shadowmancer, maybe? What is a. That'd be interesting. What would a summoner? Shadowmancer. Uses abilities that through their summons, yes, blah blah blah. So it just adds a stealth augment, that's it. For example, summon rogue, Shadowmancer may have shadow summons. Oh, okay, so it does change your summons a little bit. Okay. See, that's the thing. They're not really explaining the depth of the augments because, like, if I go cleric rogue, and that's a shadow disciple, all it says is like it just gives you stealth. But I think it adds in some sort of shadow damage. Yeah, I don't think there's not been this. So this whole wiki is updated every time they say something on a stream or a video. There's someone that watches all those videos and literally puts all the information into this wiki. And they do a pretty good job of it. I haven't looked at it. I had not looked at it until now. But they've put a lot into it. So I guess when they do talk about specifics with the secondaries and stuff with cleric, I think that'll be around phase 2 or 3 though when that happens. But okay, yeah, you do your thing. I think I'm probably gonna end stream here actually.
What's on your shirt?
Oh, it's a bunch of cooking utensils.
Is that a shish kebab?
Yeah. Mushroom, a piece of meat, mushroom, thermometer, spatula, basting brush, barbecue fork, tomato, a ketchup bottle of some sort. Yeah. This is like the only shirt that actually fits from the ones I got. but it I don't know. It works. It fits.
I think I just got hungry too.
I need to eat something too, actually.
Yeah, I feel like
I'll leave my Discord on, but
see your cup, unfortunately. It's like a glass. I see some of that cabin energy keep going with you.
oh, the cabin energy. Well, it's literally orange juice. it's literally orange juice.
Oh, yeah. That sounds kind of good. I'm gonna have me some orange juice.
Yeah, I haven't had orange juice in a while. I like orange juice.
Orange juice.
Dude,
Orange juice, though. Do you don't know pulp or something?
I like pulp.
It's 100% pulp.
It's just chunky. It's just chunky.
It's literally just pulp.
The brand name is it says on the box just pulp, and you pour it out and it's like.
Add water to it. It's like the instant mashed potatoes.
Oh, that'd be nasty.
Gross.
Dehydrated just pulp orange drink. That'd be nasty.
Essence of orange, like an orange.
Yeah. I like a little bit of pulp. This has no pulp though.
You like your orange broth.
Yeah.
You just add a little bit of it to mix it with
Yeah, seriously. It's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Appreciate everyone coming in. We'll be back on tomorrow night doing some tarot and then maybe some more I don't know, maybe we'll play a game. I don't know.
It's about to be Halloween.
Oh yeah.
You'll come back on in like 15 minutes.
Maybe. If I feel like I'm still awake, maybe, but I probably won't. Yeah.
If it happened at like 3 a.m., that's interesting.
That is true. Although that's that's like how long I've been staying up, so that's why I'm like, maybe I'll try to sleep early.
Just come on and like have peace.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace. But appreciate everyone. As always, go save the world, take care of yourselves, those important things. Drink water, eat food, take your medicine. Drink your orange juice. And kombucha. Not at the same time. I mean, I guess you could. That doesn't really matter.
I mix the two.
Really? Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.